2 between Texas A&M and Oklahoma. OU thought they had a win the first time around. Texas A&M overcame an 18-point second-half deficit. Aggies in white, trimmed in pink tonight against Oklahoma, the visiting team. Texas A&M coming off an emotional roller coaster of a week. Trailed the entire game last Wednesday night against Ole Miss. Manny Obaseki hit a game-winning 3. There's Obaseki from the wing, lets it fly. Air ball tipped around by Coleman, but cleared by Oklahoma. And then heartbreak on Saturday in Austin. Starting 5 for OU: Fears, Goodine, Miles, Jalen Moore, and Sam Godwin.
Right here, that's going to be the key, the ability to move that A&M defense. It's not easy. Great rim protection there, but Jeremiah Fears is fearless, as Coach Porter Moser would talk about his freshman. And you're not going to see too many driving lanes, Richard Cross, against that Texas A&M defense that is just so quick in rotations, but they were able to get it to the paint.
So what about the sequence there from Fears? Ball fake, had an open look, turned it down, goes for the drive, and then
it was that skip pass, right? Predicated that skip pass in the corner, make that move. Fears very good with that ball fake, attack the rim, and he's a high free throw shooting guard. Yep, step back behind the court.
And backcourt violation.
So Duke Miles, number 15 for the Oklahoma Sooners, is tasked with harassing Wade Taylor fourth, making things difficult on him. And really, Wade Taylor is so quick, and he's got such a quick trigger and great vision. You got to have your hand in his face at all times, harassing and disrupting him.
Godwin on the drive, left side of the lane, tough angle, and a rebound for Henry Coleman III. Wade Taylor on the drive, dumps it off the window, bucket for Pharrell Payne.
Yeah, you see the vision there and the hesitation move just to keep the defender off balance. And once Payne gets it right there, nobody's going to stop him.
Into the corner, 3 on the way from the right side. That's Jalen Moore. Good start for him.
And you'll see the success that Oklahoma has is going to be based on quick ball movement. They'll have some shots, I feel like, from the three-point line in the corner. Just about making them.
Phelps draws the contact, and he's got free throws coming up. And I think that's something that Texas A&M wants to do more of tonight. Only 17 free throws combined in their last 2 games. This for a team that's averaging over 20 attempts a game.
Yeah, when that's their bread and butter. And Oklahoma talked about not playing defense without fouling. Coach Buzz Williams knows that the strength of his team is attacking the paint, attack the rim. Don't shoot or make a bunch of threes.
Buzz in his 6th season here in College Station, 110 wins, 18th overall, 10 NCAA tournament appearances out of 17 years.
So to your point, A&M plays Texas that last game. They were only 3 of 8 from the free throw line. They used to shooting almost 25 free throws per game as A&M. So it's a big part of their offense.
No pressure here from the Aggies in the backcourt. OU breaks it. Fears is bumped on the side in front of the Texas A&M bench. Payne picks up the foul. There you get a look at Porter Moser, 4th season in Norman. 20 games above 500. What a run he's had. First at Little Rock, then at Loyola Chicago. The magic of that 2018 season with the Final Four run. Followed it up a couple of years later with a trip to the Sweet 16. And has a reputation as just a really, really good basketball coach and a good guy.
Yeah, he was a former assistant at Texas A&M.
Couple of different stints here.
That's right.
Godwin inside with the left hand.
Godwin found a great job of finding that hole in the defense, which Oklahoma was working on that all day. Last night in practice, practice and today in practice.
Godwin active early, gets the block there. He was a walk-on prior to the 22-23 season, but after a couple of years on scholarship now.
What I love about this guy is he enjoys contact. He loves contact. He doesn't shy away from it. Watching the previous game, big win by Oklahoma at Arkansas. Sam Godwin might give you about 5-6 picks on one possession.
Fouled this time. Is that going to be on Fears? It is. Jeremiah Fears picks up the foul, his first.
Anderson Garcia with Solomon Washington, and just, you know, you look at his numbers. Anderson Garcia, better known as the Dominican Dennis Rodman because of his rebounding prowess. Numbers are down, and it's because...
Is that how he's known?
That's how he's known around circles. I talk to people. Not a lot of people.
What a career it's been
for
Anderson Garcia. Starts out at Mississippi State. These are two teams that get to the line a lot. Oklahoma shoots it a lot better. Tops in the SEC, just over 80%. Texas A&M at just 67%. Garcia 1 of 2 at the line there.
And he can't shoot that three. You saw right there. Good pump fake, good decision. Plays under control.
Strong drive to the rim. Fears couldn't get it to go, and then he's the first to touch it. Coming back from out of bounds, and so that is Aggie basketball.
Great decision making by Oklahoma here early on. Oklahoma has really good three-point shooters. You have, you know, 4 of the 5 guys can make threes for Oklahoma. Good decision to attack the basket when you can. Ooh, pressure right there, uncharacteristic for A&M.
From the corner, big three there for Glenn Taylor Jr. coming off the bench tonight.
Glenn Taylor can shoot it. He's going to be one of their most important defensive players tonight.
Oh, good pass from Garcia, and then an easy finish down low for Henry Coleman.
You see this pressure right here. It's disrupting that offense. Not really a hard trap. They will at times, A&M, give a hard trap on certain players at certain times. But now they just want to get the shot clock down to 15 seconds right now. And Jeremiah Fears is in that corner. If they can just get a quick swing.
On the drive with the left hand. How about the scoop there for Jalen Moore?
And that's going to be the decision making for Texas A&M. You have a hard drive in Jalen Moore. You got a three-point shooter in the corner. Pick your poison on what to defend.
Albasicki, no look, going down to Coleman. He had it blocked, but Henry Coleman, the third, headed back to the foul line, but not before we take a quick timeout. Good pace early. Sooners lead it by 3.
Turnovers. A&M was able to generate 15 more field goal attempts. It was a 1-point game. Yet A&M, because of their ability to get extra possessions on the offensive glass and turnovers, shot 15 more times and 5 more free throws. And so Coach Porter Moses says, guys, we get on the glass a little bit. We take care of the ball a little better. Give us a little bit more possessions back. That's going to be critical for Oklahoma, is to value their possessions. So far, 0 turnovers.
Meanwhile, Texas A&M has turned it over twice in the early going, but we've got a 1-point game. Good start to this one. I'll let you think about your answer, but same question for
right there.
This Oklahoma team, as Taylor can't get it to go. What is it you like about this Oklahoma team after an 0-4 start to league play? Really, I mean, 13-0 to start the year. Played some good basketball early, and then everybody goes, oh, well, they weren't ready for the SEC. Oh, they're trying to win 3 in a row.
Oh, they're ready. What do I like? I like that kid, Jalen Moore, right there, first of all. And they've got multiple guys who can pass, dribble, and shoot. You see the 4 there? Mo Wagee is a big guy, can finish at the rim, defensive rebound. But they've got multiple guys. Sam Godwin, good, strong, physical player. There's Jalen Moore right there. He can beat you from the 3-point line. He can get to the rim and finish. Or get fouled and get to the free throw line as well.
85% from the line. Told you earlier, this Oklahoma team, fantastic from the stripe. 80% on the season. Tops in the SEC. Jalen Moore started out a couple of years at Georgia Tech. That is not a misprint. He has 10 20-point games this season.
Yeah, he, along with Jeremiah Fears, obviously Jeremiah Fears, a fantastic freshman, midseason Wooden Award watch list, but they've got two guards right here. Duke Miles is their best defensive guard, and Coach Porter Moser is really putting it on him to establish himself as one of the best defenders in the league.
Be a foul on Glenn Taylor Jr. He grabbed Taylor underneath, and Taylor ended up going to the ground. A little tackle.
There you go. Well, listen, he's about as slippery of a player as you're going to see with or without the basketball. And the ability for any shooter, scorer to understand how to come off screens. That's what I see. I wish people taught more how to use a screen, how to set a screen. This Oklahoma team knows how to set screens and use screens, and Wade Taylor on the A&M side knows how to do that as well.
Had over the last couple of years, we're getting so used to seeing the basketball in Wade Taylor's hands all the time at that point spot. How about him at the 2 with Phillips in, where he can do that?
Yeah, well, Phelps and Taylor can play both guard positions.
Ooh. Taylor, the steal, the spin. Pushes it ahead. Jace Carter. Garcia trailing, straight on 3. No. Rebound underneath, the whistle, a foul that's going to go against Oklahoma as Pharrell Payne came down. Part of what A&M does so well, offensive rebounding. Let's see the steal first.
Well, they're ball hawks right there, and Wade Taylor IV read it perfectly. He's so close to the ground anyway. He was right there. Jalen Moore tried to bring it low. Taylor read that perfectly.
With that steal, Wade Taylor becomes the first Aggie ever with 1,400 career points and 200 steals.
And he's got a knack for anticipating where that ball's going to be. Nice defensive play there, too.
Good trail pass there. Goodine's 3 won't go. Touch last by Oklahoma, so A&M basketball headed the other way.
Good example right there. Oklahoma wants to run with opportunity. That set Texas A&M defense so tough to score against if he can get it up the floor. Great ball movement. Found their shooter, Bryson Goodine. Again, made 9 threes the last matchup. I don't know how Texas A&M didn't find him in transition defense. I would say that you probably want to identify that guy. And one of my points for a road recipe is, do you have a guy that can come in someone else's building and put up big numbers, sort of like Phelps did at Norman, right? I think Oklahoma has about 3 guys, and Moore, Fears, and Goodine that could do that.
Forsythe and Norweather come into the game for Oklahoma. Catch and shoot from the corner. Won't go. Offensive rebound. This time it's Forsythe who pulls down the board. Strong rebound for him. Boy, Oklahoma wants to get out quickly. Moore with the skip. All the way back around.
Oh, that's great ball movement, attack, got a finish.
Ball get bumped that Norweather had on his way up. An offensive foul called on Texas A&M, so we'll go the other way. Pharrell Payne picked up his second.
Give a lot of credit to anybody who's willing to stand in front of Pharrell Payne at 6'9", 250 coming downhill.
A load.
Yes, he is. Jace Carter showed a little trap on Forsythe. Attack him.
Forsythe, the freshman, gets into lane, kicks it to the corner. Norweather turned down the 3. Obi Elvis kicks it off. That one's short by Goodine.
See how quickly A&M's defense can close those gaps, close the paint, close them for business down there.
Wiltshire has come into the game. Ooh. Good extra pass, but then a block. That's another one. Goodwin's got a couple of blocks already in the game. Off to a good start in this one for Oklahoma. And a turnover there by the Sooners. Coleman gets it to head. Phelps goes right into the body of Godwin. Rebound by Henry Coleman. He's headed back to the free throw line.
Yeah, RC, that was really an unforced turnover right there. And you cannot help A&M. We talked about it at the beginning. That A&M generates so many extra possessions on the glass, as they did right there, and off turnovers in the same possession. You saw what A&M is great at. 3, actually, getting to the free throw line is the other one.
And Texas A&M is now in the bonus. That was the 7th team foul on Oklahoma. 12:40 to go in the first half. And they've got free throws the rest of the way. You look at these two teams. Oklahoma shoots it really well. 3rd best in the SEC. Texas A&M shooting percentage 16th. That's dead last.
In there, yeah, free throws. They shoot a bunch of them. We know how slim margin of victory or defeat could come down to a made or missed free throw.
And Pat, if you watch Texas A&M, you might say they take some bad shots. Buzz Williams wants his team to take predictable shots because offensive rebounding is such a part of what they do. There's an offensive rebound for Goodine.
Go get on the glass, Oklahoma a little bit. Long shots, long rebounds. We all know that.
From the corner. Northweather's 3 wouldn't go. First 4 minutes of the game when all the shots were going in.
Yeah, it was kind of nice. Well, A&M's a grinded out type team.
Knocked away by OU. It'll be A&M basketball when we come back. 12-10. Sooners in front by a deuce. 81-95, then back for a couple of more years in the late 90s before getting the head coaching job at Little Rock. Rolling on to Loyola Chicago. What a story that was at Loyola Chicago.
So much fun. Such a fun team. One of the great things to shoot around today, Coach Billy Kennedy, former Texas A&M head coach, was here. He goes back a long way with Coach Porter-Moser.
Offensive foul on Phelps.
Ooh, Forsythe holding his ground. Tough young minutes. Still got a little shiner going on. Forsythe does. Yeah, right there. Trying to go through him.
His minutes have gone up recently. Freshman that has kind of earned his way onto the floor.
Well, think about this. He got that tough defensive rebound. Okay, he brings a lot of energy. Smart player. Got a charge drawn.
He was a scorer in high school, too. Over 2,200 points in his high school career.
Tell you what, that's the second time. He's got a nice little shake left to right crossover. Second time that Wilcher had been able to keep him in front of him. And again, I think Oklahoma, from what we've seen, has done a good job of getting in the paint. And A&M obviously aware of the three-point shooters, but if they can continue to attack that paint, get in there to finish or play off 2 feet, burn, turn, and find your three-point shooter.
They get it to Moore, just came back into the game in the lane, and he's able to flip it up over the rim to give Oklahoma its biggest lead at 4.
I love that action on the move, catching it right at the SEC logo.
Phelps going to draw a foul. I think they said the foul was on the floor. Nope, little consultation. They're going to give free throws here.
That's why A&M's not that fun to play against, because they're going to come downhill. They're going to try to go through you. And credit Forsythe again for taking the hit. You see Phelps right there, big, strong. He wants it. That's his first instinct, is to drive, as many of Texas A&M players have. And it's the reason why they go to the free throw line 25 times a game, maybe 16.
All right, so you ready for a number?
I love numbers.
Zurich Phelps going to shoot 2 free throws here. When he finishes the second one, A&M will have more free throw attempts in the first 8 minutes and 54 seconds of this game than in either of their last 2 games.
You know, sometimes that the whistle isn't kind, but I asked Coach about that today. Grenade at Texas and kind of just shrugged and says how it is sometimes. There again, they're trying to slow the defense down. It's not a hard trap right there, but on Fears.
Moore
playing off 2 feet, under control.
Edward was able to go to the basketball, goes up with the left hand, but he left it short, and Phelps has the rebound. Wilcher. Another offensive rebound. Phelps.
Just when you think you're in good rebounding position, they just come flying. Physicality and Garcia and Coleman.
Obaseki. How about Garcia right there to clean it up off the window?
Well, the other thing too is, Richard, when they attack, they force help. Now guys are out of position to defensive rebound, and Garcia's right there, says, look what I found. Go right back up with it.
4 straight points for A&M, but not this game at 14.
And Godwin is such a great screener up top. Normally such a great screener right here. Let's see if he can create some space for Fears. Forces a switch.
And a bump by Phelps. That is his second foul.
Anderson Garcia doesn't have to do a lot of work. It seems to. But Obaseki, look at that. He draws one guy initially, 2 more guys on the help, and then Anderson Garcia is sitting there like, hey, see what I found? I'm just going to go right back up with it.
These rebounding numbers. #1 in the SEC, 16.5 offensive rebounds per game.
It's a great offense if you can. Let's get it up off the glass. Finish.
We were talking with another coach in the SEC not too long ago, and I think Texas A&M epitomizes what he was saying. He says the SEC is about rebounding, effort, and positioning, and all those things. He said, but this is a tipped rebound league, and there's nobody that does that as well as Texas A&M. Hey, you can't get there to secure it, and so you spike it out to the three-point line like it's a volleyball.
Absolutely, and if you can't get that out on free throws, extra possessions, 3-point shots, and you can really do it on both ends, offensively and defensively. If you can't get it on defensive rebound, tip it back, don't let the other guy get it.
Garcia got the foul there. That is the 7th on Oklahoma. So now we got both teams in the bonus. And based on the numbers, that is advantage Oklahoma, but the Sooners missed the front end of the 1-and-1.
Yeah, high percentage shots on the road, always what you're looking for, and certainly 80% from the free throw line. That is Oklahoma.
Oh, what a tough runner from about 17 feet for Wade Taylor.
Explosive. Knew he couldn't get all the way to the rim. I'd like to see a little bit more, right? A little floater. Sherman Douglas floater. Remember Sherman Douglas? The great Sherm floater. With Syracuse and for the Celtics.
I figured you went with the Celtics.
That's right.
It just felt like a reasonable guess.
He played in the Boston Gardens.
Both of them. Taylor had it knocked away. Shot clock violation. What a lockdown possession defensively that time for the Aggies.
Yeah, and what they excel at is forcing you to over-dribble, get into a situation you're uncomfortable with, and once you do over-dribble, too many dribbles, they're right there with their hands on it, slapping, digging. One thing Coach Porter Mosher talked about was, guys, we cannot over-penetrate, over-dribble. Got a little jaw in action going on here. Manny Obaseki, Glenn Taylor. I think they're discussing the best barbecue joint here in College Station. What do you think?
Is there a definitive answer on that? A lot of options.
I would listen to Manny. He's been here a couple years. Glenn Taylor's like, no, we had it. Barbecue joint was better last night.
Manny Obaseki has a way of making his opponents feel a little uncomfortable.
Yes, he does.
Pulls with the left hand. There was a whistle away from the ball. And that one is going to go against A&M. So missed shot And a foul underneath, and so we will walk to the other end of the floor for free throws. Jace Carter.
You know, that's one thing I know we've talked a lot about offensive rebound with Texas A&M, but even look at their perimeter guys. Jace Carter, 6'6", 225. Manny Obaseki, who is right now playing the off guard at 6'4", 200, super athletic, so he can get on the glass too. Might have us a charity stripe contest tonight, Richard Cross. Buckle up.
All right.
Excited.
Kobe Elvis. He is not one of the better free throw shooters for Oklahoma. Just 58%.
Last matchup was three-point contest.
Yeah,
free throw contest.
That's consecutive trips for OU where they have missed the front end of a 1-and-1. There's some points out there.
Yeah, no doubt. And that's the kind of, you want to get to the free throw line on the road.
Carter gets it back to Garcia. Now 5 on the shot clock. Garcia lets it fly and rattles it home. It's a 9-0 Texas A&M run. Up 5 now. The Aggies over the Sooners.
And he blew a kiss to the crowd there. I don't know if we can get a shot of that.
That kiss cam going?
You got the kiss cam. Hey, take it easy over there, Richard Cross.
Miles on the drive into the corner. Moore was standing on the sideline, had his foot on the sideline. Anderson Garcia started out in Starkville, Mississippi, but he is an Aggie now, and he is playing well early tonight.
Yeah, if Joe Lunardi said so, I mean, he follows it as well as anybody. But you look at, they beat Arkansas at Bud Walton Arena. That is a huge victory. You know, their losses at Georgia, at Bama, of course that Texas A&M game. But they beat Georgia Tech. They beat Louisville, who's number 2. Think about that. Louisville's number 2 in the ACC. Oklahoma beats them, okay? Just gives you a little idea of the strength of the SEC.
That is a 3rd called offensive foul on Texas A&M in this first half. That one on Jace Carter because it's a player control foul, no free throws.
And Oklahoma beat Arizona, too. I'll throw that in there.
How about this resume? Strength of schedule 7, net ranking of 13 for Texas A&M. They have played 11 quad 1 games. They're going to be at 20, 22 quad 1 games when it's all said and done this year.
They've had a great non-conference, too. I did the Ohio State game. They beat Creighton. They beat Wake, Purdue. They've challenged themselves in the non-con, which we know helps resume.
Shot clock down to 5. Miles gets himself in trouble, dumps it off. Oh, what a finish there for Mohamed Ouagui.
Coach Moser emphasized, let's attack that baseline, attack that guy, shaking him up.
There's a wide open look for Carter. Touch last by A&M.
I mean, just when you see Henry Coleman and Innocent Garcia, and think Solomon Washington obviously out with injury this game, but seeing those 2 guys under the basket on offense to put the fear into any defense.
And it's not like you're talking about guys that are 6'11", 7 feet. You're talking about 6'7", 6'8".
Well, they're strong, though. Good anticipation.
And off to Goodine. Guarded by Obaseki. He gives it to Fears. Shot clock winding down again. It's at 5. Fears on the drive. Guarded by Obaseki. Kicks it off. Goodine. Ball fake. Corner 3. Tough angle. What a shot for Goodine.
Jeremiah Fears knew he had to break down the defense. Got in the lane. Duro to Bryson Goodine. Great pump fake. Sidestep. Able to get that off. Never mind make it. What a shot.
Obaseki worked himself into and out of trouble there.
Good way of putting it.
19 apiece. Garcia trying to get another one. How about another offensive rebound? Then it's taken away. Fears ends up with it. Pushes the ball all the way down, trying to go coast to coast, and Got to the rim but couldn't finish. Now Taylor, a little crossover and a pull-up. Missed everything. And a foul underneath.
And you talked about the predictable shots that Coach Buzz Williams says make them such a great offensive rebounding team. And Coach Williams says, we understand each guy, where they like to shoot it, when they like to shoot it. Wade Taylor IV, his teammates understand when he's in transition, he's going to shake you and try to get up that early three-point shot. Henry Coleman knew exactly where to be. I don't think he anticipated the air ball. However, he knew in that situation, Wade Taylor IV could be putting up that three.
You had me ask about best barbecue restaurant in College Station, and there was one in particular. You couldn't remember if it was Tim's or Tom's.
Tim or Tom. But it went on.
So I asked my buddy Gabe, I'm like, hey, what is it? Do you know about this place? And he said, Pat is going way back to his days playing in G. Raleigh White Coliseum.
Well, it was an older gentleman that had asked if I would check out to see if the Tim's is still open.
It's been closed 25 years.
Ah, gotcha.
Sorry.
Well, they had a good run.
But apparently it was great when it was there.
Yeah, it's great when it was there.
5 minutes left in this first half. 20-19. A&M in front by a point.
Keep an eye on that corner three.
Goodine. That's two.
How does he even have an inch to get that off? Great ball movement. A little slow in the rotations by A&M, but that's the guy you got to circle. Can't let him get it off.
Bryson Goodine shooting 43% from behind the arc this year. Obaseki draws the foul.
Is Bryson Goodine set up? Does a good job of setting his feet. Jaylen Moore knows exactly where to get it, on time, on target, great release. And I do have to say this. I played against Bryson Goodine's father, Jonathan DePina, in the Massachusetts State semifinals in the Boston Garden, Everett High School versus New Bedford. His dad, Jonathan DePina, went on to play for UMass, late 90s.
The night that Goodine had in the first meeting between these two. 34 points, 9 of 11 from three.
I told him, I said, did you text message your father and tell him? He goes, no, not yet. I said, all right, well, I'm going to give him a shout out to make sure he's listening today and watching.
There you go.
We lost that game, by the way.
Oh, really?
If I had made just one more shot.
How many did you make?
Not enough.
Okay.
We didn't get the whistle either.
Of course not.
We didn't get the whistle.
You must have been the visiting team, because no visiting team ever got a whistle in the Garden.
Exactly, yeah. Locker room was too hot. We were sweating, like the way Red Auerbach used to do it back in the day. Oh, good backdoor cut.
Boy, Elvis trying to make that tough pass along the baseline, and Taylor there to knock it away.
Now that's what they're going to try to attack, is that baseline, and Bryson Goodine was there set up in the corner, just could not find the passing lane to get it to him.
11 on the shot clock.
Got to be stronger with it. When you get the ball in the paint against A&M, they're strong. They try to deflect and poke everything. Threw it to himself. Now that's quickness right there.
Obaseki. Hand in his face.
Does he get the assist on that? You see his athleticism, and if I said it before, A&M is going to drive at you.
Goodine. Woo. Oh, that's three. He is heating up, feeling it.
Forsythe, he's shown the ability to get downhill himself and make the correct decision, and that skip pass to Goodine either on the wing or in the deep corner, third time for Oklahoma.
Goodwin going to get whistled for a foul. Godwin, I beg your pardon. Wade Taylor went down hard there. Manny Obaseki.
See the athleticism rising above the defense. Great. I don't even know how Forsythe saw that, but Bryson Goodine exactly where he needs to be. Oklahoma up 1. Fears and Moore play together more than you'll see Phelps and Taylor. At times they will, perhaps, to start the game they do, maybe at the end of the game. But they're both kind of ball-dominant guys. So I explained it to you. Which one do I like the most, Slay? They're like my kids. How do I decide that, Slay? And I don't have any.
Oh, Wade Taylor gets the roll at the free throw line. We did see earlier in this first half, kind of midway point, you had Phelps running the point with Taylor at the 2.
And
you feel like you can't talk when they're shooting. It gets so quiet inside Reed Arena.
Out of respect. But yeah, Taylor can play the 1. Phelps the off guard. Again, they're both great downhill drivers.
Phelps scores the transfer from SMU.
Woo! Great decision.
Feed, and then Moore with the finish. 11 points for Jalen Moore. That's 15 straight games in double figures. Garcia, that's the 11th offensive rebound of the game for Texas A&M. And that is a foul on Kobe Elvis. And so Garcia is headed back to the free throw line.
We talked about it, RC. A&M right now shooting 26% from the floor, 8% from the three-point line. However, it's a 1-point game. Opportunity to go up by 1. How do they do it? Well, you said it.
13 of 16 from the free throw line.
Yep, they get to the free throw line. And they offensive rebound 7 second chance points right now, according to our stats man, Drew. So Oklahoma, 9 turnovers.
I mean, those shooting numbers that you read, 6 of 23 from the field. And 1 of 12 from behind the arc.
And they don't have to shoot it. I mean, look at that. Offensive rebound on the free throw.
That's number 12 in the first half for A&M.
However, a free throw miss doesn't normally go all the way out to the three-point line. A little bit easier to get that one. Oh, man.
There you go.
You know what I like also about Anderson Garcia's game? We talk about his offensive rebounding. Today, he's made 2 3-pointers. Garcia has 1 of 3 from the three-point line. But he's a very patient player. And you watch him, he'll catch it from the three-point line. He's not just dribbling, putting his head down. He's a willing passer, a good vision guy.
We got a big-time women's quadruple header coming up Sunday on the SEC Network. How about 5 top 15 teams? We get it started at noon Eastern, Auburn and South Carolina. Then it's Mississippi State and LSU. Kentucky and Oklahoma, top 15 matchup in Norman. Then a bit of a rivalry game. Texas A&M. That rounds out the day at 6 Eastern. All on the SEC Network and, of course, streaming on the ESPN app.
Vic Schaefer in Texas.
Yeah. Long-time assistant on staff here at A&M.
I was just talking to Coach Gary Blair, who's in the house, won a national championship with the women's basketball team, went to a Final Four with the Arkansas Razorbacks in '98. Good to see Coach Gary Blair. Said he won $2 playing golf today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, $2.
Weather was nice.
Weather was nice. Said he bought some candy for the grandkids with it.
Gary Blair's name on the floor here.
Yeah, that's right. Should got a picture with him with that.
Shot clock at 5. Moore in trouble. Down to 1. Contested. Long 3 at the buzzer. And Garcia pulls down his 8th rebound of the game.
Oklahoma. That's how you split a double team. And wow. Just took it.
Coleman just ripped it away, and then Carter knocks it out of bounds after the miss by Coleman. Here's the thing about the missed threes. There have been some really good looks that A&M has had.
Absolutely. And 1 of 13 now and sitting on 14 offensive rebounds. They almost have their average offensive rebounds today. However, you have a lot of opportunities as you're only shooting 24% from the floor, 8% from a three. So you got more opportunities probably than normal. The other thing is, I mean, Oklahoma, there's 5 guys trying to rebound. And in the game right now, you have Kobe Elvis, Bryson Goodine, Duke Miles. These are smaller guards and perimeter players. So Jalen Moore and Northweather are doing all they can to compete.
11 points for Moore to lead the way for OU. Sooners have hit 5 of their 10 threes, and they are a good shooting basketball team. You see them just 1 offensive rebound for Oklahoma, and the free throw disparity is staggering.
Again, their average, they go 16 to 25 average for the season, does Texas A&M.
This final game of the night in the SEC, you had Georgia win at South Carolina. They're going to show you everything there was to see from Tennessee and Kentucky. Dari Slay and Patrick Young at the half in our SEC Network studios. Just under 90 seconds until we get to that point. Elvis on the drive, cut off, gets it to Moore in the lane. He kicks it out. 3 on the way, short. That was Duke Miles.
Got a good look at it. Just see how quick Texas A&M's defense is, and Oklahoma sticking with attacking that baseline. Good decision to get it to Jalen Moore, who realized he had Garcia smothering him. Good decision to get out to the corner for a 3. A&M, the defense is so quick. They close that gap so quick to at least get a hand in the face on the 3.
Buzz Williams with a chance to visit with his guys. Both teams using that uses or lose it timeout before the break. Yell leaders in the house late on a Wednesday night. Oh. You should join them for a little while.
And I'd love to. I don't. Well, if I could fit into one of those yell leader outfits, though, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A little too tight for my hips, I think.
We could try.
Oh, we could try anything. I mean, I'd love to try. Get rid of my cord there.
One of the things about college athletics that you love is the tradition. Everybody's got traditions. There's nobody that's got more traditions than Texas A&M.
That's right. Exciting. People love it. They buy into it. And they have, obviously, the 12th man and all that goes along with it. Excitement.
A lot of swaying.
A lot of swaying going on.
Good no-look pass, but then Coleman lost the handle. Henry Coleman, 5th-year player, started out at Duke, 4 seasons here in Aggieland. From the corner, Kobe Elvis knocks out the 3.
Now, I would consider that a transition 3, okay? That only 3, got up the floor quick before the A&M defense could really set up. 3 quick passes for an open 3.
Henry Coleman goes to the window.
Freight train, once he gets his paws on it in the paint, how about anybody that's going to stop him?
How about 7 ties and 12 lead changes in the first half? Shot clock off. Kobe Elvis out at the logo. What are you doing here?
Well, they're going to try to get it to Jalen Moore right there. Hopefully the SEC logo. Again, a kick for Glenn Taylor. Not a bad choice.
Taylor shoots an air ball. Wade Taylor gets it. Going to try and get one off before the half. And couldn't get to a spot where he pulled the trigger. That was defended pretty well. It wasn't a work of art, but it is really competitive. 31-30, our halftime score. Aggies in front at home at Reed. Here's Dari Noka.
Oklahoma only has 5 turnovers. Remember, that was one of the things that hurt them in the first matchup. They've been taking care of the basketball here in this second game in College Station.
18 turnovers for Oklahoma in round 1 of this series. It was a game in which they led by 18. Texas A&M came back and won it late. Moore with 11 points in the half. You see the free throw numbers. 16 makes from the line compared to 4 attempts from the line for Oklahoma. Now, some of that stylistically difference in the way they play.
And your mathematical skills pointed out that over 50% of A&M's points are coming from the free throw line.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I don't know who your grade school math teacher was, but that person is pretty proud right now of you, my friend.
I will hear no disparagement of the public school system in the state of Mississippi. Thank you very much.
No, not for
Fears has it roll off the rim. And a rebound to start things off for Pharrell Payne. A lob. Payne able to grab it, and a whistle. And that foul underneath is on Sam Godwin. I feel like I should apologize to the Godwin family. I spent the entire first half calling Sam Goodwin, and it's not for any other reason other than I typed it wrong on my chart in front of me. So my apologies.
It happened to Ron Burgundy. It happened to you. Whatever they put on the teleprompter, you're going to say it. I am Ron Burgundy.
I paid more attention in math, I guess, than I did in typing. Vasky kicks it out. Zurich Phelps. Three! That's the second make from deep of the game for Texas A&M. That would look good coming off the hands of number one.
Yeah, they don't shoot a great percentage, but you know they're not going to miss 12 again in the second half.
Wade Taylor kicks it off. Zurich thought about it again. Zurich Phelps lets it fly. This one off the mark, but guess what? An offensive rebound and a putback for Payne. Biggest lead of the night for Texas A&M. Aggies up 6.
Pharrell Payne didn't play many minutes in that first half, had 2 fouls.
Inside, Godwin left it short. Couldn't quite get it over the back flange of the rim. Now Zurich Phelps pushing the issue. Left hand off the glass. Quick start. That's a 7-0 Aggies run to start this second half. And Reed Arena comes to life.
Shades of the first matchup as Zurich Phelps took over in the second half in Norman. He's got a quick 5 points right there in transition with the left hand. A&M's up 8. A&M in the paint because of their size and strength. First half, the three-point line was very kind to Oklahoma.
Jeremiah Fears will throw it in underneath the bucket. That was first foul on Henry Coleman. Forsyth back in the game for OU. Guarded tightly by Phelps. Kind of got him on his hip, and it was bumped on the drive. Zurich Phelps did not like that call.
Tell you what, that is the 4th hard penetration by Forsyth. Getting 2 feet in the paint. Right there, you just see he takes the contact. Tough kid, comes in. Had a great high school career in Oklahoma. Player of the year there. He's still got a little bit of the shiner on that left eye right there. Little remnants of it. Those things,
physical game.
They tend to stick around for a couple of weeks.
Forsyth lets it fly from the corner. Got the 3 to go. His first points of the night. First points of the second half for Oklahoma. Big bucket there.
Another corner 3, too.
Wade Taylor from deep.
The conversation this morning was Wade Taylor, stay within inches of him with your hand in his face. He'll pull up from anywhere. Forsyth gave him just an inch more than he should have to get that off.
Wade Taylor made his 100th career start tonight for Texas A&M. There's a foul. I think that's going to go against Coleman again. Two on Coleman, 3 on the Aggies early in this second half.
We've come to know Wade Taylor IV being an explosive facilitator and not afraid to pull up from the logo right there. You got to always expect that. Right here, Jeremiah Fears, what he does is, see how he stretched out that pick and roll? He extended that A&M defense, so those 2 guys had to come with him. That was talked about by Oklahoma. Don't give up your dribble. It's timing, and Fears did an excellent job of stretching it out. Justin gave Waggy enough time to get to that SEC logo spot to create a passing lane. Oklahoma got to the free throw line. Best free throw shooting team by percentage in the SEC.
And a lot of times it's big guys that have the reputation of not being great free throw shooters. Waggy, boy, he spits in the face of that trend. 85% from the line for the 6'10" forward.
How dare that trend try to put Waggy in the front of that. Good hands there by Waggy. And Pharrell Payne, he's 6'9", 250, had played 5 minutes in the first half, had 2 fouls, and came out this half on the offensive glasses, establishing his presence in the paint.
Fans wanted a bump on Forsyth there. Wade Taylor with the ball coming off the screen from Payne, dumps it down low. Coleman missed the dunk. Payne there for the follow. Double on the side right in front of the Oklahoma bench. I think Obaseki touched it last.
When you head up, Wade Taylor the fourth. Great cut by Coleman. The 6th block of the game for Oklahoma. Again, look what I found. His Payne again makes his physical presence known in the paint. Can't move him out of there.
Forsyth working against Payne. Kicks to the corner. Fears lost the handle. Turnover by OU. Obaseki. He's bumped on the drive. You watch him and it feels like he's playing out of control, but it's the way that he plays, and he seems to know where he's going.
Well, even if he doesn't know where he's going, he's athletic enough, strong enough to make something happen, whether it's a creative shot we saw in the first half. He covered a lot of ground, dribbling around in a circle. Eventually was able to get to the 5-foot, 7-foot area and jump over his defender. He can certainly create some shots, though.
Got to the rim there, but overshot it. Moore on the drive, and Moore draws the foul.
You see the athleticism of Moore right there, and you got to respect that three-point shot.
First on Manny Obaseki, 4 on Texas A&M in less than 4 minutes. Jalen Moore, an 85% free throw shooter. Second year at Oklahoma after starting out at Georgia Tech. Last year he was honorable mention All Big 12. Has started all 50 games in which he has been in an Oklahoma uniform.
6'7", 6'7", good size, shoots at 41% from the three.
And how about the overall field goal numbers in his 2 seasons at OU? 52% from the field, 41% from behind the arc. How do you have that big of a jump?
Get in the gym. As the kids say, the lab, get in the gym, just get up shots. The more you practice and get in the gym over and over and over, you build confidence. And then the confidence, you bring that to the game. If you don't shoot without confidence, you're not going to be a great shooter. Only one way to get that confidence is to put it in the practice time.
Obaseki working against Duke Miles. And he has it blocked by Miles. Kind of a trailing block there. Ahead to Moore.
Yeah, great defense by Duke Miles. You can tell he watched a lot of tape of Obaseki, understanding when he does that hard drive to the left, get on that quick floater with his left hand.
Miles on the drive, dumps it off inside, and Moore gets the roll. He's got 13.
Again, that baseline drive, either kick it to the opposite corner for 3. Jalen Moore steps in. A little overplay on the defense. Found Moore for the finish.
I shorted him a bucket. He's actually got 15 and is perfect from the field, 5 of 5. Quick shot there. Payne grabbed the air ball, missed by Wade Taylor. And I think that's some of what we were talking about predictable shots.
Yes.
Pharrell Payne right there to clean it up. 4-point game in Aggieland. For him as of late.
Well, they're throwing everything in the kitchen sink at Josh Hubbard.
Yeah.
He's seeing length, he's seeing physicality, but he's what he's done this year, he still maintains a high scoring average, but he's become much more of a facilitator. When he sees that pressure three-point line, he attacks the rim. That was a little...
And Mississippi
went around Phelps' chest when it was tipped.
Chest and then a kick ball to the sideline. Mississippi State has had some injury issues at the point guard spot. It's caused Cam Matthews to have to play a lot of the point. They've tried to Josh Hubbard play more of that two. Really interesting matchup in Starkville tomorrow night. How about the second half for... Is that Garcia or Payne? That was Payne.
Yeah, 5 minutes he played in the first half. 2 fouls, comes in, establishes offensive rebounding. Just a big 6'9", 250 in there. Garcia, creative pass to get it to him.
He's got 6 points in the second half. Good find. Northweather with the three from the wing, right over in front of the Oklahoma bench.
Forsyth, 3 consecutive state championships, 2A in Oklahoma, makes the correct decision. That right there is something they worked on for a while. That skip pass to the corner.
Eric Phelps, step back three, spun all the way around, would not fall.
Good job forcing the tough fadeaway three and then securing the defensive rebound. Defensive play doesn't end until you get that rebound.
Extended minutes for Forsyth tonight. Tries to go to the corner, but Wade Taylor almost baited him into that pass. Taylor, no look, into the corner. Jace Carter, 3-ball won't go.
Ooh, climbing the ladder by Forsyth. Young fella.
No basket.
What a rebound by Dayton Forsyth. Goes 6'2", 187. Dale, Oklahoma. Ooh. And here's Wade Taylor the fourth, as Tom Heinsohn would say, "Come into my web," said the spider to the fly. As he was just waiting for that cross-court pass once again.
Fool me once, shame on you.
Fool me? You ain't gonna fool me no more.
Moore on the drive. Garcia with a foul. Frustration for Moore, not able to finish. Free throws coming, though, for him. That's 3 now on Garcia.
And this is what makes Jalen Moore so dangerous. He is a threat at the three-point line. He is athletic, strong, great first step. You see him just get those shoulders and hips behind Garcia. Oklahoma, 2 out of 4 in the first half from the free throw line. Okay, right now, 7 of 9. So they're giving themselves a chance from the free throw line as well. 3-point shot has kept them in it. Free throw line is now heating up a little bit for Oklahoma.
Sooners 8 of 16 from behind the arc. Goodine leading the way with 3 made threes. You got a handful of guys that all have a single make from deep. Stat line looks pretty good tonight for Jalen Moore. There's not a miss on the stat line. 5 of 5 from the field, including 1 made three and a perfect 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Leads all scorers tonight with 17 points.
Oklahoma go 94 feet man to man. Nothing easy.
Phelps on the drive. Oh, and another one just rolls off. Oklahoma with a chance to take the lead this possession. Moore guarded by Payne. Taylor into the corner. Northweather's got another good look. This time he's off the mark. And a strong rebound for Pharrell Payne. Managed not to go over the back. Wilcher. (45-44), A&M in front by a point. C.J. Wilcher lets it fly. C.J. Wilcher with the three. Long pass close. They lost Northweather, and he has the easy lay-in on the outlet.
That's high percentage basketball right there, Richard Cross. Not an easier two, I guarantee it, in this game.
Very little has been easy tonight. Wade Taylor, the fourth, forces the issue, and he'll go to the free throw line.
So you had the step back three by Zurich Phelps. Good defensive rebound, and then you had the next possession. Phelps attacks A&M. Wade Taylor get back to attack in the paint, which is their strength. And dribble penetration, I always say dribble penetration is the most devastating move in basketball. Number one, you're putting fouls on your opponent. Number two, you get into the free throw line. That's high percentage basketball. Good things happen when you attack the paint under control. Yes, defense collapses. Kick it out for a three.
Moore goes to the bench. Goodine comes back in. Payne gets a break for Texas A&M. Wade Taylor, a couple of free throw makes there. First two free throw attempts of the second half for Texas A&M.
Ooh, they showed almost a hard trap right there. Forsythe keeping his head up.
Goes away from the screen. Kept working into that corner. Oh, tough shot on the drive. What a shot by Duke Miles.
Credit Oklahoma twice. Able to get out of a trap without a turnover. That happened in their first matchup. And a circus shot. Sometimes need a little luck. RC.
Porter Moser thought there should have been a free throw to go along with that one. And then he didn't think there should be a free throw on that end. 50-48, pace picking up a little bit. How about Duke Miles with the balance and the finish?
So beware if you got them on their schedule. They are desperate for a win.
Had a great chance against Auburn at home. Had a great chance against Florida at home. Had a great chance against Mississippi State. Lost in overtime this past Saturday. First free throw rims out for Zurich Phelps. Leading scorer for Texas A&M, just over 15 points per game. He's closing in on 1,500 points in his career between his time at SMU. Last year averaged just shy of 15 per game for the Mustangs.
Jeremiah Fears back in. Let's see how A&M handles this. No trap, just slows them down. 20 seconds on the shot clock.
Dayton Forsythe picked up his fourth foul, so he's on the bench. Here's a gifted scorer, averaging 17 a game. He has been held scoreless tonight. Goodine with the ball fake, gets the shot off. Goodine has it rim out, and Obaseki with the rebound.
Duke Miles did an excellent job getting the paint, playing off 2 feet, had balance, allowed him to spin, find his shooter. Goodine just couldn't put it down. Good job by A&M defense, making him move his feet, though. Sidestep.
Before the shot, the whistle.
Last few possessions, you can tell A&M has committed to attacking the paint. Taylor, Phelps, Obaseki back in now. You know, that's his bread and butter.
Some foul issues at the point guard spot for Oklahoma. 4 on Forsythe, who's on the bench. 3 now on Fears. Both teams have been whistled for 6 fouls in this second half.
That's what that dribble penetration will do to you.
Obaseki with the penetration and the finish this time for number 35. Long pass ahead, tried to get it to Northweather again on that run out. Baseline spin move. Goodine wide open from the corner. No, he does not miss many of those.
Great job by North with a left-handed pass. First of all, saving the basketball and then recognizing it again. The corner 3. Going to be able to get that off against this A&M defense.
Jace Carter just puts the head down and bowls his way to the goal.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. Carter, add him to the list with Phelps, Obaseki, just committed to play downhill Texas A&M in this second part of the second half.
Seven-point lead for Texas A&M. Moore in traffic. Moore draws the foul and will go back to the free throw line.
Now, when you have a player 6'7", versatile, can handle it, very strong, agile, all the adjectives you want to use about Jalen Moore. The greatest thing, though, he could create a shot on his own. And a tough A&M defense, get him the ball right there at that free throw line area.
Jalen Moore could score in bunches against Texas back on January 15th. Had his career high 29, 26 of them in the second half.
Six-man substitution pattern here. Coach Williams, unlike some, he took off his coat. He's got the vest on now. It was a game last year where he actually changed at halftime from a suit to his warm-ups. He said, I just needed to change the rhythm of the game. Actually worked.
I was going to say, what was the outcome?
They came back. Wade Taylor IV had 40 in the game. They end up losing by a bucket, but it was a much better performance in the second half than the first half. The game against the Hogs.
Is that the night he went for 41?
Yeah, Wade Taylor, yeah, 41, right.
That was a career high for him in what has been a remarkable career. Back-to-back first-team All-SEC seasons. That's the first miss of the night of any kind for Jalen Moore. And 7 of 8 from the line. Moore guarding Garcia.
Good job. Kobe Ellis denying Taylor the basketball, making him catch it up near half-court line.
Obaseki. Rebound for Elvis.
Big-time win by Oklahoma's defense.
What a block by Obaseki. That was off the Euro that allowed Moore to get to the rim, and then Obaseki out of nowhere comes up with a block. Now he puts it on the deck, gets into the lane, and he got the floater to go. What an energy guy Manny Obaseki is.
Well, that is a shot that he has nearly perfected. Get in the lane, fade away floater. And we've seen him they made one the first half. It's just tough to keep him from getting to that spot. And he's so athletic, he can get it off.
Good iron ball fake, puts it on the deck, and he is fouled by Pharrell Payne on the drive.
Is Manny Obaseki not giving up on the play. You mentioned the Euro step by Jalen Moore. Allowed Obaseki to get back in the play. Athletic lefty. And watch this. Right hand with the fake spin. But once he gets to that area, SEC logo right above. He's so good. He's got, like I said, I mean, he's practiced that shot. We saw him last year been able to go to that move. A&M, they give him room to make that move, the little fade away.
The way he finished last season, moved into that starting lineup over the final 8 games, averaged 16.5, shooting over 50% from 3.
Think about that. Gives you another guy who's proven to be able to go for 20, along with Wade Taylor, along with Phelps. Got a backcourt that can really do some damage and carry a long way. That's why they are a team where you feel like they get a shot at it to go as deep as the Final Four because of the backcourt scoring that they can give you.
After just 4 first-half free throw attempts, Oklahoma is 9 of 10 from the line in this second half. They trail by 6. Goodine guarded by Obaseki. from behind. Fans don't like that one. Foul on Texas A&M. It's a 6-point lead for the Aggies with less than 8 to play.
Been all season long, especially in the SEC, getting to the free throw line and giving Oklahoma what they need, just keeping their head above water. Right now down 6, so you'd expect you have to get somebody else for Oklahoma to step up in the scoring department.
Wuggy at the free throw line, coming out of the timeout, and misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Payne secured the rebound, and now Wade Taylor walks it up. Last week for Texas A&M was a week with the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. They trailed for the entire game until the man with the basketball in his hands right there, Manny Obaseki, hit an off-balance 3 with 13 seconds to steal one on the road against Ole Miss. And then with a 22-point lead against their in-state rivals against Texas on Saturday, saw the Longhorns come all the way back.
I think he put Goodine to sleep with the dribbling. Just spun on him.
Kick out. Elvis. Boy, good find. Wide open underneath Jalen Moore. We call that high percentage?
That's high percentage, but that's quick ball move by Oklahoma. You saw when Waggy caught it, he didn't rush it in the paint, found a guy in the corner, so quick ball movement helped to open that up.
Quick trigger there from Taylor, missed it, but an offensive rebound and then a foul on Oklahoma. Free throws coming for the Aggies. Is that his team foul number 7? That one charged to Waggy.
Yeah, that's a fist fight going on in the paint right there, man. You have got to be tough. And speaking of tough, his Manny Obaseki has it up top, and here's Kobe Elvis with a great pass right there. They got it from the middle of the floor to the wing, back to the top. Jalen Moore keeps moving. Ran to the best place you want to be if you want to get a shot up right underneath the hoop.
Pharrell Payne, 56% from the line this season. Makes that one with ease. Payne now with 9 points in the ball game. Taylor goes to the bench. Forsythe comes back in. He is playing with 4 fouls. Points now for Pharrell Payne. That is his 7th career double-double. 8 points, 9 rebounds in this second half, as he's now sitting on 10 and 11 for the game. The lead is 8, matches the biggest of the night. Garcia. But that was it away. That was great action there. Waggy catches it in the middle of the lane. He's got Jalen Moore cutting. He's got Forsythe on the wing, dependent on where A&M's defense dives to. Right there, they get it back and made the wrong decision. Forsythe, I thought, had a 3 in the wing. Shot clock inside 5, trying to get it to the corner. Goodine, the 3, no, but he is fouled on the shot by Wade Taylor. And so Bryson Goodine will head to the free throw line for 3. That's the 3rd foul on Taylor. Bryson Goodine does a good job of spacing the floor, getting in that deep corner, and the ability to find. He knows where his man is. Kobe Elvis knows. They've talked about it. They've seen film. If we can make that skip pass to the corner, it's going to be open. So Oklahoma hadn't really been able to get any outside of that Jalen Moore dunk right there. They needed to find somebody outside of Jalen to get up some buckets. Goodine getting fouled. So Wade Taylor wishing he could have that one back. I don't want to get a 3-point shooter going from the free throw line. 14 points now for Bryson Goodine. Talk about balance in terms of guys that can score. Oklahoma, they've got depth offensively. a nation-leading 4 different players who have scored at least 29 points. They're a turnover by the Aggies. Ill-advised pass. And now a whistle. Terry Oglesby.
Yeah, good decision. I'm guessing they're looking at the shot clock.
Showing 15 right now with 6:01 to play.
Yeah, 15 seconds did go off the clock from
not at all.
Steal.
So 4 different guys have scored at least 29. An SEC high 6 players have had 20 or more. You see, Fears had 30 against Michigan, Miles 29 against Central Arkansas. Goodine went for 34 against A&M in the first time around, and then Moore.
There it is. That's the same exact play. This time Waggy makes the right decision, gets it to Goodine in the wing.
He's got the last 6 for Oklahoma, 3 from the free throw line, and then 3 the way that you used to do it.
Mo Waggy making decisions like Magic Johnson out there. He's got the decision to drop it to Jalen Moore for the dive from the corner. Bryson Goodine.
From an 8-point game to a 2-point game because of number 2.
Right there. Just great decision, though. Just read that help from A&M. Pick your poison. Jalen Moore on the dive cut from the corner at Goodine. And previously they ran that. And you had either Forsythe in that wing or Moore cutting. Good job, Waggy.
Anytime you were an Oklahoma basketball player and Trey Young is in the graphic, you know you've done something, yes, quite good.
He's a well-traveled veteran player, Bryson Goodine. From Syracuse to Providence to Fairfield, New Bedford, Massachusetts.
He was 9 of 11 from 3 in that first meeting. 17 points tonight, 4 triples for Bryson Goodine. It was amazing how fast it happened also. He scored his first 20 points against Texas A&M in a span of 6 minutes.
Oklahoma needed somebody else other than Jalen Moore to step up in the second half. Give him something. 1 or 2 buckets. Get to the free throw line. Goodine, think about this. Gets fouled on a 3, makes them all 3 of them. Comes back with a made wing 3-pointer after that. Good tight curl by Phelps.
Into the corner, Jace Carter, 3-ball, no. And it's Forsythe. Comes down with a rebound. They say a tie-up, possession arrow to the Aggies.
How about the 3-time state championship?
From Dale, Oklahoma?
Dale, Oklahoma. But that's...
You know where Dale, Oklahoma is?
I know what state it's in, not particularly on the map off the top of my head.
We'll check in with Dari Noka and see if we can get a geography update.
Dari knows, but Forsythe, he's been battling on the defensive glass all night long.
Eric Phelps forcing the issue. Henry Coleman with the offensive board and put back.
And listen, that's a part of their offense, okay? I mean, It is a part of their built for it, their mentality for it. Coach Buzz Williams coaches it.
Coleman in double figures, 10 points to go along with 6 rebounds tonight. Moore on the drive. Wade Taylor.
Gotta get up on him. The look in his eye, he's ready to pull that.
This one tipped. He was trying to go skip pass, and that is a tough pass to make.
Yeah, can't throw it through people. Not yet, anyway.
Jalen Moore was looking for an alley-oop there. Kobe Elvis didn't see him. He's going to have to throw a good pass from about half court.
Good decision. Possessions are going to be very... Things are going to slow down here with 4 minutes, 20 seconds to go. No need taking a chance. 4-point game. Run your offense. Coach Porter Moser has hit on a couple of actions this half. Freeing up his 3-point shoot.
Mass substitution here for Porter Moser. He brings Godwin, Fears and Goodine all back into the ball game. Moore catches it in the lane and runs into him. Just a roadblock. Good find, though. Goodine on the cut.
Jalen Moore playing off 2 feet. Good balance. Now he can pivot and spin. Bryson Goodine, excellent decision. Overplay on the three-point shot for a good reason. Backdoor cut layup.
It was 80-78 the first time these two teams met. A&M coming back from an 18-point deficit. Right now they've got a 2-point lead. Zurich Phelps forcing the issue, and he draws the foul on the drive. Bumped by Kobe Elvis. 2-point game in College Station. Good finish coming up. In the top 100 of the net rankings. And because of that, those numbers just aren't going anywhere. Everybody you play, they're all good wins, and there really aren't any bad losses.
It really isn't.
Oklahoma coming up on Saturday will host Vanderbilt. Texas A&M headed to Columbia to take on South Carolina. Zurich Phelps at the free throw line.
Texas A&M again staying committed to attacking that paint, not settling for any threes. In fact, the last three-point attempt was that fade away from Phelps. Everything has been to the paint, to the basket for A&M. That's their bread and butter.
Moore into the lane, trying to go no look, or at least quickly get it to Godwin. That tough pass to handle.
Yeah. Great idea, there's no doubt about it. Just the execution was a tough pass to handle. The big fella, Sam Godwin, had to go low for it.
Full court pressure here from the Sooners.
Worked last time with a turnover. Full court man-to-man right here.
Garcia was ready to push it up, and Phelps like, oh, I got it. I got it, big man.
I got you. Better to get a good one and a quick one.
Shot clock at 10. Zurich Phelps on the drive. Anderson Garcia with the rebound, and he recycles. But shot clock didn't reset. Taylor off the mark, and A&M keeps it alive. Playing with 4 right now as Payne is trying to get back. Payne was the one that got plowed on the bench. This time Oklahoma able to secure it. I think Godwin actually tipped it over to Forsythe. Fears working on Garcia. Nobody home over there.
No, and one of the things A&M defense is so good at is staying in front of the basketball. And Jeremiah Fears, his strength is being able to break down his defender, get to the rim and finish. So A&M's defense is built towards making things difficult for a player. Great, fantastic freshman like Jeremiah Fears. And what a turn of events on the other end. Richard Cross.
21 offensive rebounds for Texas A&M tonight. That is an SEC high. Their season high is 23.
You got fortunate there.
Henry Coleman, Pharrell Payne, and Anderson Garcia all with 5 offensive rebounds. Wade Taylor, when you need him to make a play late, number 4 is ready.
And again, downhill, Wade Taylor the 4th. Smelling blood in the water, knows he's got Oklahoma defenders all on their heels. Straight line drive to the basket. And the finish. And get back to the free throw line. Another thing that makes A&M such a good offensive rebounding team is they've got multiple guys who attack the basket. What does that do? The defense, 2, 3 guys have to come over to help. That allows Garcia, Coleman, Payne to slide in where that help defender once was. A little video replay.
See if we can figure out what they're taking a look at.
off-ball shenanigans.
All right, so the ball on the floor, you heard, was a common foul. They want to make sure that it wasn't flagrant.
You got to make sure, you got to check. We have a two-possession game right now, 2:31.
I mean, we'll see when they slow it down.
He did say it was off ball. Okay, well, if that's what they're looking, that was on ball. A little elbow.
I think maybe they're at the very end of the play.
Well, you can see Wade Taylor with his left arm tricep there as he goes up. You know, the question is he going up? He had two hands on the basketball, so you can't really say it was a clear out. And they elected not to call anything on it.
I'm just wondering, I think they said off ball.
That's what he told us.
You saw Payne kind of grabbing his neck, maybe looking to see if he had caught an elbow in the neck as they were battling to kind of get in rebound position, I guess.
So if it was off ball, clearly that's not what they were looking at, was that play.
Yeah. But so a chance for a three-point play for Wade Taylor. Seven-point game, 2:20 to play. Fears working on Garcia. Down to the corner. Phelps is able to grab the rebound. When Texas A&M starting to sense it a little bit. 2 minutes left and a 7-point lead for the Aggies in search of their 5th SEC win.
Well, they need to run their offense, be patient. You coming to 10 seconds here. Fortunately, you get a guy who knows how to attack.
Jace Carter. And the rebound goes to Northweather. Moore was trying to screen and roll there. Forsythe turns it over. Looking to the corner. That ball touched the end line after it was batted away. So Oklahoma gets bailed out there. They'll keep the possession.
Yeah, you understand what Forsythe was trying to do there. He may have had that driving lane. Don't need to force. 7-point game, minute and a half. He just got to get some buckets. It's actually, Henry Coleman. Yeah, still had the ball in his hands. It's just good A&M defense coming over there, preventing the straight dribble drive to the basket, and then a great help slide into the passing lane by Henry Coleman.
Late substitution. Kobe Elvis going to come back into the game, replacing Jeremiah Fears for Oklahoma. 44th all-time meeting between these two teams. Oklahoma leads the series. Kind of dominated it, 32-11. Maybe we got a lead here in College Station. The Aggies trying to make sure Oklahoma doesn't add another win in the all-time series column. Elvis cut off, doubled, had it stripped from behind and touched last by Wade Taylor.
Well, if you dribble a little too deep into that A&M defense, they are so good at digging down. And once they have you trapped right there in that baseline, you are not getting out of it. So be careful if you choose to dribble deep into the A&M's defense.
The crowd wants another look at this, and the referees oblige. They showed the replay on the big video board inside Reed Arena.
Like that, the fans said, let's go. Guys, let's take another look at this. See right there, that great trap. Henry Coleman's not going to allow you to get baseline. And then when you do that and turn your back, turn your head, there's Wade Taylor digging down.
They're going to check the clock in addition to checking to
right there. See that again?
Elvis, was it his hand last time?
See it from this angle. Wade Taylor. Ooh, it sure looks like Kobe Elvis' right hand.
Wade Taylor abundantly clear in his mind which way that one goes.
And he swipes down and gets ball, maybe a little hand on that. Not enough of a swipe on the hand for the official to call it, who's standing right there. So now they're just looking at out of bounds, obviously not running a foul.
Yeah, call on the floor, Oklahoma ball. So we're going to have enough evidence to overturn the call they made on the floor.
Great job by the officials tonight as well. It was at times a grinded out type of game.
Terry Oglesby, Chuck Jones, Brian Dorsey, our crew tonight.
And it's sort of gone how we thought. Texas A&M getting on the offensive glass, 21 offensive rebounds. Texas A&M high-rate free throw shoot team, 24 of 29 on the other side. Oklahoma averages 9 made threes. They got 9 threes right now. I would say one thing, though, that impressive from Oklahoma, it's 11 turnovers against this tough Aggies team. They've learned from the first matchup.
Had 18 in the first meeting between these two teams. Let's take one more look at this on the end line and see if we can come to a definitive answer. Looks like you got Taylor's hand behind Elvis's hand.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
There's no question it is touched one more time. Doesn't feel like you're going too far out on a limb to say this is going to be A&M ball, does it?
Yeah, that's probably why it's such a crucial call with 1 minute and 23 seconds left. Now you're taking the basketball out of Oklahoma's hands. Essentially, now you're talking about 7-point game. So they want to make sure they get this right for Oklahoma, right? You have to, the initial call was Oklahoma's basketball.
Correct. After review, they changed the call.
A Credit Reed Arena in the crowd. They were all over. Ref, we need a video replay.
Oklahoma was about to inbound it. The crowd went nuts when they showed the video board replay. I think Buzz Williams was asking for a replay, but he's on the other end of the floor.
The 12th man or the 6th man. Is it still the 12th man in basketball?
I think here it still has to be the 12th man.
Gotcha. Still the 12th. All right. I stand corrected.
Remember we talked earlier about traditions?
Yeah. Well, now I know it sounds easy, but the ability to get the basketball in bounds is the most important.
Goodine with the steal and the bucket makes it a 5-point game.
And Oklahoma has shown that man-to-man 94 feet a couple of times here in the second half. Too many people think it's elementary just getting the basketball inbounds. He can run now. Phelps can run the baseline.
Wow, 21 points now for Bryson Goodine. A&M able to break the pressure. Wade Taylor takes time to adjust the sweatband while he's dribbling.
Now here's the value of having two good ball handling guards that can get to the rim and right on cue.
Just go reverse layup up and in for Zurich Phelps. Makes it a 7-point lead. Oklahoma, a little bit of a gamble there to not foul. Trying to get a stop. Goodine left alone. His three is good. And that makes it a 4-point game. And you probably have to foul to try to extend the game now, right?
Yeah, 4-point game, 40 seconds. 10. If you want to, you feel like you could put some pressure on. 94 feet. Like they did man-to-man, Oklahoma. You turned over Texas A&M on that press one time.
So press first, but if you don't turn them over, then you got to foul, right?
Well, you think you could now if you feel like you can put together a good half-court defensive possession, yeah, but you have to foul to give yourself the ability. 4-point game, you don't get that initial steal. Now you still have 40 seconds, so you give yourself a little bit of time to get that initial steal. You don't, you got to foul because it's a 2-possession game right now.
But you think about what A&M has on the floor, and I think there are like three parts to this. One, you got two ball handlers in Phelps and Taylor, who are very comfortable with the ball in their hand late in the shot clock. And then the third piece of that is the offensive rebounding ability for A&M. Like, you can play great defense, have them miss a shot with 4 on the shot clock, and then get an offensive rebound.
Right, you got Garcia, Coleman still there. And if you're A&M, you're expecting to get fouled. They are not they're the last place free throw shooting team in the league, but you got good decision makers, Anderson, Garcia. Again, so you try to go for this steal if you're Texas A&M. If you don't get it, you identify who we're going to foul, and you want to extend this game. See if that trap works. It doesn't.
So Phelps,
another trap.
Timeout taken by Buzz Williams.
Okay, so you had Oklahoma decide they got 2 good traps, 2 opportunities. Coach Moser felt like we have plenty of time to be able to go to the foul and free throw game. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 31.1, 4-point game. Now you start to look at who can we foul.
There's your game reset. Possession arrow favoring Oklahoma. Free throws for both teams. 4-point
should we
game.
foul?
So,
yeah,
all right, so this is Bryson Goodine. He would love to play Texas A&M every single game. 34 on January 8th. He's got 24 tonight, and now Drew coming in strong. Drew, the stats guy. 41% of his points this season have come against Texas A&M. Bryson Goodine averaging 7.5 points per game. 58 of the 143 points he has scored this year have come against the Aggies. How about that? Good work, Drew.
Well, that's a good job by the coaching staff of Oklahoma, too, to put him in those positions. Corner threes. Nice little action. The 3-man game. A&M with 1 timeout. Oklahoma 1 timeout. Wade Taylor, 89% free throw shooter. You feel like you don't want to foul him. 67 Phelps from the free throw line percentage-wise. Obaseki, 69%.
Oklahoma, remember, had 4 free throws in the first half. They've shot 14 in the second half. Both teams have been really good from the line in this second half. Oklahoma 12 of 14, Texas A&M 8 of 9.
Oklahoma very good defensively, denying the basketball. Good deflection here.
Obaseki gets it into Coleman, and he is fouled. And I think that's probably a win for Oklahoma. Henry Coleman, 68% free throw shooter.
So good decision. You had 2 traps. You had a little bit of time to play with. Oklahoma's defense down 4, 2-possession game. You had to foul at some point.
Remember, Texas A&M tonight without Solomon Washington. He's got the left leg injury, left foot injury.
Big free throws.
That was big. Henry Coleman has had a really good basketball game tonight. 11 points, 6 rebounds. He's only turned it over 1 time. A&M's in that spot where it feels like if they make free throws down the stretch, they walk out of their home gym with a win tonight. Henry Coleman made 2 big ones. Statistically, this is the best free throw shooting game of their entire season at 84% tonight. Six-point game, 30.2 left.
Obviously, got to get something quick here. If you do have a 3, need it.
Fears fouled by Carter. Strategy there where A&M says free throws for the Sooners can't hurt you, although the clock is stopped.
Clock is stopped, 26 seconds. You know, one of the things that you're concerned about is, you know, if there's a missed free throw and Oklahoma gets a second chance opportunity, that's not going to happen against A&M. Buzz Williams says, I feel good about putting Oklahoma on the free throw line on the road, hostile crowd, not easy, very lonely place at the free throw line. Obviously going to secure this rebound.
Best free throw shooting team in the SEC, though, but it's working out. Here's missed the first. Here's his second. Missed them both. Tipped around. Oklahoma comes up empty at the free throw line there. A&M gets the rebound.
So Coach Buzz Williams says 30 seconds, just under 30 seconds left. There's a risk of Oklahoma from the three-point line. Certainly, they've got multiple three-point shooters. Oklahoma does. All 5 guys on the floor for Oklahoma are three-point threats. He says, you know what? Instead of sweating this one out, down 6 with the opportunity to make a 3. I want to control how this game is going to go, right? So you foul them, put them on the free throw line. Even if they make, you still control it.
And how about Henry Coleman late in this game? I mean, veteran of veterans in his 5th year.
Big free throws.
He's made 3 straight and has pushed this out to a 7-point lead. And we regularly have the conversation with coaches like, hey, up 3 late.
It's
Do
pretty
you
interesting.
foul? And
Coach Williams did it a possession earlier, or a
up 6.
Up 6. It's sort of the same scenario where he did not want to allow Oklahoma to get a 3, now get it to 1 possession. Let's foul them. Even if they make 2, it's still a 2-possession game.
Moore dribbling through traffic, and he's tripped, and I don't think A&M wanted to foul there.
No, now you're sitting, though, at it's an 8-point game.
Yeah, I don't know that it hurts you, but I don't think from a strategy standpoint, I think now with it as a 3-possession game, you want time to run, right?
Right. There's no question time is in your favor right now. Again, secure the rebounds. If you're Oklahoma, you already know the kind of pressure we're going to put on. Going to have to foul. Texas A&M, if you don't secure the rebound, Jalen Moore makes this. You already better have a plan in place of how to get the ball inbounds, because this is going to be an aggressive Oklahoma defense denying the pass inbounds. Get some size on the basketball here for Oklahoma.
Taylor gets it into Phelps. Phelps trying to get away. Wow. Get a whistle. Was there?
This looked like it went into a kickball, but that couldn't be what the call was.
This has gotten clunky late.
Yeah.
They said there was an Oklahoma kickball. Long pass ahead. Garcia, they're playing keep away, trying to run the clock down, and then finally a foul with 5.4 remaining. Texas A&M going to win this basketball game.
They are anticipated a quicker foul now with 2-possession game.
Check out the Good Hands plays brought to you by Allstate. How about 21 of them? Your Allstate Good Hands plays tonight. 21 offensive rebounds for Texas A&M. Zurich Phelps. There you go. There it is. The Allstate Good Hands plays. Dominant on the offensive glass.
Nobody better in the United States than Texas A&M. A lot of it is their physicality, but also you see right there, guy penetration, draws the defense.
Phelps made the first, missed the second, didn't matter. Texas A&M moves to 5-3 in conference play with a 75-68. This one was not easy by any stretch for the Aggies.
No, but they relied on getting to the free throw line, 29-35, getting on the offensive glass, and did just enough to hold off a tough Oklahoma Sooners team.